Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this very brief video lesson called Our View of God Matters. It is true, our view of God matters. I'm Dr. Cecil Cockerham, and I'll be your teacher for just a few moments with this very brief presentation. And I think it's very important. The fact is that it's something that we need to understand to get our view of God correctly. If we see God as a judge ready to condemn us and judge us, then we will hide our heart to protect ourselves. If we choose to view God through the lens of Jesus, we would see a non judgmental, non condemning God. With this view, we can remove the fear of judgment, therefore, letting the motives of our hearts be exposed. I've been a coach, counselor, and mentor for many, many years. And the problem that I see, having done this so long, is everybody has a heart problem. Now, they come in with different ideas why they made the appointment to drive across town and sometimes drive many miles to see me when I had my counseling office. But what I discovered, because of the Bible tells us all the issues of life are things of the heart. Guard your heart above all things, for out of it flow the issues of life. So, just by that alone, I can conclude what is the heart problem? What drove them to make an appointment, to drive across town or many miles to see me? And what it is I have discovered as a coach, counselor, mentor for 25 plus years, it's a heart problem. Now, the grace God offers us will reveal what was already in the heart, just repressed. I have to state that one more time because that's profound. The grace God offers us will reveal what was already in the heart, just repressed. So these heart issues are repressed issues. And what I have discovered is this, even beyond, and I have a teaching on this, it's called trapped emotions. When we repress the things in the heart, these emotions are there and they're trapped and they try to manifest themselves with fear, anxiety, worry, and on I can go about the things I have discovered over these many years. I'm just being honest with you. This is a heart issue. The freedom that grace offers exposes the heart. Let me say that again. See, this in turn is when we can begin to understand what is beneficial for us and what is harmful. I love this interpretation of 1 Corinthians 6:12. It's true that our freedom allows us to do things, but that doesn't mean that everything we do is good for us. I'm free to do as I choose, but I choose to never be enslaved to anything. So, what are you enslaved today? What fears are controlling you? What anxieties, worries, concerns? What is it? If you could meet me privately, what would you tell me? is a issue. And I would say it's the issue of the heart. It's trying to reveal itself. The grace is on the heart to reveal what's inside the heart. As you know already, if you follow me for any time, grace is the person Jesus. That's what grace is. It's not a ministry. It's not a mystery. When we live in grace, we choose to never be enslaved again to our determination of what is right instead of living by the righteousness of Jesus. See, if we are determining what's righteous, what's right, then we're determining that rightness, that righteousness built on our own belief system about what's right and wrong. And based on today's society, that could mean disastrous things can happen to you based on that presumption of what's right and what's wrong. We live not in our own confidence, but in the confidence of Jesus. Wow, what a power statement that is. This freedom, this grace, this love throws us into a crisis. Many people that I have been watching and observing and reading their posts on social media platforms, they really are operating out of fear, the fear of the unknown, the pandemic that's been going on has brought fear in the heart of people. And as I write and put this together and videoing it, I was watching today on the news the long lines for gasoline. In fact, I saw a lady and a man fighting about being in line for gasoline. There is great problems going on now because of the things that are happening in our world worldwide. It's not just right here in the United States, but it's worldwide. So what is causing all this problem is the fact that we ought to recognize that we are the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus. He has made us righteous, and when we operate out of his righteousness, we will continue to evaluate our lives based on our perceived truths to find ourselves and others through our broken lens, or will we pick up the lens Jesus offers? That's the question on the table as I speak to you. Which lens are you looking through? Do you believe you are the righteous of God? Or do you believe in your own, what you see in your own life? And all the things are happening that are so contrary to your righteousness, your right standing, shall I say, with God. But either way, it doesn't change that Jesus has completely accomplished all that was necessary for us to have his confidence, his lens, may I say. Do you have his confidence? Are you trying to conjure up your confidence? As many in the faith movement in the past have talked about building up your own faith. No, you use the faith of Christ instead of the scriptures. If you need help, then let me know. You can always email me at Dr. Cecil at iocc.us and ask me, hey, this app, I need some help. I need some biblical understanding of what you're talking about here. and I'll help you as much as I can. So, what lens are you peeping through? What are you looking through today? The lens of yourself, or the righteousness that Christ has made us in Him as believers, as sons and daughters of God, of the Most High God Himself, Elohim, Jehovah? Where are you listening to me with this? Do you need help? I do private Zoom meetings with people who need special help. Perhaps that would be helpful for you. So email me, drcecil at iocc.us. That will come to me, and I will communicate back with you and see what we can work out, that I can help you with all these many, many years of counseling, mentoring, and coaching. I should have something that I can share with you that will give you a little help, hope, and healing that's always in Jesus. So I'm going to sign off and say, you be blessed today because